let's address the elephant in the room, and that's my Unimog, and why I haven't made videos about it for a while. Hi, my name is Victor Bart, and this is my Unimog 404 with a diesel engine, the OM617.912, and I have an issue with the Unimog, and that is the fuel pump needs rebuilding, and it has a big oil leak at the rear crankshaft seal. So what I need to do is pull off the kappa can and pull out the engine. And yeah, it took a while before I had like the time and the energy to start with it, but now it's the time. I had a big streak of problems with the Unimog. You can see that in the previous videos. And the last truck show I went to, I had a really poorly running engine. I think it was running on 4 of the 5 cylinders, and it had less power and smoke, and it just wasn't running great. So I was thinking, oh shit, the fuel pump needs rebuilding or something like that. And then I parked the Unimog back inside my workshop. And then after 3 days, I looked under it and there was a big pile of oil. So that was a big setback and a lot of work. But back in that time frame, I didn't have the interior in my Unimog. And I just found another insurance back then. And they demanded that I was building the interior, because they accepted it as a special truck, as an expedition truck, and I told my plans, and I had like a simple layout already in it, and they just said, we accept you, but you need to build the Unimog interior. So when the engine gave problems, I had a dilemma. Will I take out the engine, fix it, and make the Unimog running again and lose time, because they gave me a time frame, but I could extend the time frame, so that wasn't a big problem, but I had to show them that I made progress. So I decided then, okay, the engine can wait, and let's focus on the interior and make it as nice as I can. And I really love the wood look, and the kitchen is in and rounded corners, so I didn't do like a quick job on it. I just made it absolutely amazing how I wanted it, and nice frames around the windows. My father helped with that, and yeah, it took some time to build this and insulate it, and there's a diesel heater and the fridge and the electric system with lithium batteries and a Victron inverter and a complete setup. So when I was almost done with that, I still need to varnish this and varnish the tabletop and like little jobs, and some flooring, and this needs to be varnished and painted and stuff like that. So when I was almost done with this build, I had the opportunity to get a Suzuki Jimny. And that was the break that I needed after rebuilding this whole interior to something nice. And then I decided, yeah, I can sleep in the Suzuki Jimny, I can build it as a camper, so yeah, let's do that as a side project. I was already thinking about, okay, when the Unimog is done, what do I want? And I was already thinking, I want to get some kind of 4x4 car, like on normal car license, because it's on truck license. So that plan came a little bit earlier. And the Jimny was a little bit more fun than I anticipated. As a micro camper with a fridge, and I can sleep in it, and solar panel, and I can stay off grid, and it's amazing, a Suzuki Jimny. Even if you have a big Unimog like this, a Suzuki Jimny brings me a lot of joy and pleasure. And that I didn't had with the Unimog with all the breakdowns. I was always so close to it. So maybe in the future I can get a trailer behind my Unimog and then put the Jimny on the trailer and tow it like that. That would be amazing, but that's for later. So tonight I will probably take off the cap and start pulling out the engine, but I don't gonna film it all. I just want to update you what's happening and why it took so long. I will show you some footage of it, but don't expect like a full tutorial right now because I just want to work on the Unimog and get it done and get it fixed and find out where I can get a new fuel pump and the bearings I need to order. But first I need to inspect the engine and really see what I need to have. The soft top is off and I always struggle to remove it by myself, but now I just flipped it on the roof of the Unimog, so I don't have to store it anywhere else. So yeah, let's continue breaking down this Unimog and look what a mighty machine it is. I really love it. And I took everything apart of this Unimog. I painted every part. I made every part fitting, upgraded a lot with the power steering. I have the full air system. Yeah, I like it. And the feeling of the Unimog, it's going back. I need to fix this machine and go on trips. Yeah. Every cable is now disconnected. Last week I already did a lot of that work. So it's now time to lift the cabin. And I hope I didn't miss any cabling or something. So then it will go smooth. I also hope I have it like in balance. So yeah, let's see what will happen. I will turn off the camera now. My pedals are stuck. I know what I need to do. It will take some time and I don't want to make this a way too long video. So I will be back when I get the pedals unstuck. The cabin is off. It didn't go as smooth as I wanted. But it's off, so now I can take the engine out. Even till this day the engine was still leaking. But as you can see there was still enough oil left in the engine. So it didn't leak completely dry. And I'm now busy with the engine. I removed the starter and I'm now disconnecting everything. So I can pull out the engine, but I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. It's quite late in the night, and if I start working on the Unimog, I just don't stop. But now it's time to sleep, and I'm gonna sleep in the Unimog, because why not? I have a bed, I have everything here that I need, so I can camp in my workshop. But the only thing is, if you take off the cabin, the chassis comes higher in the front. And if you pull also the engine out, it really goes up. And then you probably roll out of your bed. But now with only the cabin off, it will be fine. But I didn't film that much because some other people that also rent here and placed, they had like a little party and they were quite loud and a bit annoying. I don't gonna tell what they did because no, I will not say it. So I didn't film much, but I took everything off the engine so far, and in the morning I can just hoist it directly off, and then I have an engine that I can see what I need to do for repair, and then when the engine is out I gonna inspect it, make a list what I gonna do on it, and I already saw I need to paint some parts that I took off because scratches and paint that was fallen off. So before I gonna build up the Unimog again, I just need to paint the parts. But now it's summer, it's hot, so painting is easy. In the winter, painting is a nightmare. I see you in the morning. It's now time for bed. It's now time to pull out the engine. So the engine is out and I put it on this stand so I can work on it. This axle here has an oil leak. That was already for a while, but it was not leaking that much, and they said by the Mercedes specialist, yeah, if you want to fix that, it's a rebuild of the whole pump. But now I need a new pump or a rebuilt pump or something. So this will be fixed. The hand diesel pump damaged by removing the cap, so I need to have a new one. They are 12 euros, so I'm probably gonna get some spares. I think this will damage again in the future, you never know. This line I already protected because this was a problem by removing the cap, that the gas pedal was hanging behind it, but now I removed the gas pedal, so this wasn't a problem. Here are the lines to the fuel filter, and under here is like a little drop of oil, and here it's a little bit sweating, so I need to fix that also. And I'm gonna replace this hose because it's old and the clamps are old. I think this can break in the future. This is where the power steering pump is mounted by this contraption. Not sure if you can see it in the dark. But first we had the idea to pivot it off here. It wasn't working, so we redone it. So it's a work of art, but it is stable and it's just creative. Here's the fuel filter and the fuel lines. Already replaced. So the next job that I'm gonna do is remove the pressure plate, the clutch plate, because it's leaking here at the rear seal. So I hope my clutch plate isn't oiled up, otherwise I need to replace it. The clutch and the pressure plate are oil free, so that's good news. And also here, this is oil free. So I'm gonna now remove the flywheel and then see where the oil is. On the rear of the flywheel we have some oil, and here it's dirty and oily, so the seal that's here needs to be replaced. It was a good call to replace this hose, because the hose clamp, when I tried to undo it, it just broke, so it was already weakened by rust. So it's almost time to go home now. It's the end of the weekend, so my cabin is off. I parked it in front of the Unimog. It just fits, it sticks out a meter or so. So my engine is here on the stand, so we can easily work on it. And I found a company that has refurbished or new fuel pumps here in the Netherlands. So I'm gonna contact them this week and see what they can offer. And I'm gonna get a new hose for here, new bolts, some new parts, the seals. I need to order that, and then I can fix that. Here in the workshop I also have a spare engine for parts, and this is the 88 horsepower version, and my own version is the 80 horsepower, the older version. And what I found out, the fuel pump is like in a different angle, but the fuel pump numbers are the same. So not sure if I can take this one and put on the other one, because it's a different engine inside. But the nice thing about this extra engine is there are many similar pieces on it, so I can swap out like little pieces, like the housing for the thermostat are the same, and so I have some spare parts. So yeah, I need to order some parts, check the fuel pump, what it will cost and how long it takes for delivery. So yeah, let's end this video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more updates how I gonna fix the Unimog. But I don't gonna do like a full build videos or full restore videos, because I just want to have the work done. But I will do some updates. So yeah, see you next time.